Hello everyone, it's Maggie, and today I'm going to be talking about In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. And it says, sometimes the only thing to fear is yourself. What should be a cozy and fun-filled weekend deep in the English countryside takes a sinister turn in Ruth Ware's suspenseful, compulsive, and darkly twisted debut psychological thriller. Lenora, known as Sun Tuli to others as Nora, is a reclusive writer unwilling to leave her nest in the apartment unless it is absolutely necessary. But when a friend she hasn't spoken to in years unexpectedly invites her to a weekend away in an eerie glass house, she reluctantly agrees to make the trip. As the first night falls, revelations unfold among friends old and new, and an unnerving memory shatters Nora's reserve. But before she makes the decision to leave, a haunting realization creeps in: the party is not alone in the woods. 48 hours later, Nora wakes up in a hospital bed with the knowledge that someone is dead. Wondering not what happened, but what have I done, Nora tries to piece together the events of the past weekend. Working to uncover secrets, reveal motives, and find answers, Nora must revisit parts of herself that she would much rather leave buried where they belong, in the past. In the vein of Paula Hawkins' riveting national sensation The Girl on the Train, and Gillian Flynn's modern classic Gone Girl, the gripping thriller from UK novelist Ruth Ware will have readers on the edge of their seats until the very last page. I started reading this last night, and it's an instant New York Times bestseller. And Reese Witherspoon said, "Prepare to be scared, really scared." And it's really good so far. I'll read the first part. And it's soon to be a major motion picture. In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. For Kate, for the other 3/5, with love. In a dark, dark wood there was a dark, dark house, and in the dark, dark house there was a dark, dark room. And in the dark, dark room there was a dark, dark cupboard. And in the dark, dark cupboard there was a skeleton. Traditional Halloween tale. I am running through moonlit woods with branches ripping at my clothes and my feet catching in the snow-bowed bracken. Brambles slash at my hands. My breath tears my throat. It hurts. Everything hurts. But this is what I do. I run. I can do this. Always when I run, there's a mantra inside my head. The time I want to get, or the frustrations I'm pounding away against the tarmac. But this time, one word, one thought pounds inside me. James, James, James. I must get there. I must get to the road before. And then there it is, a black snake of tarmac in the moonlight, and I can hear the roar of an engine coming, and the white lines shine, so bright they hurt my eyes, and the black tree trunks like slashes against the light. Am I too late? I force myself down the last 30 yards, tripping over fallen logs, my heart like a drum in my breast. James. And I'm too late. The car is too close. I can't stop it. I fling myself onto the tarmac, my arms outstretched. Stop. So that's kind of the foreword. And here's chapter 1. It's only 1 page long. It hurts. Everything hurts. The light in my eyes, the pain in my head. There's a stretched stench of blood in my nostrils, and my hands are sticky with it. Lenora? The voice comes dim through the fog of pain. I try to shake my head. My lips won't form the word. Lenora, you're safe. You're at the hospital. We're taking you to have a scan. It's a woman speaking clearly and loudly. Her voice hurts. Is there anyone we should be calling? I try again to shake my head. Don't move your head, she says. He's had a head injury. Nora, I whisper. You want us to call Nora? Who's Nora? Me, my name. All right, Nora, just try to relax. This won't hurt. But it does. Everything hurts. What has happened? What have I done? And so I read up until part of chapter 3, and it's so good so far. At the beginning, she's in her apartment starting her daily routine, which includes a run, then coffee and checking her emails. And in her email, there's an email from someone named Flo, which she doesn't know, but in the caption, in the description box of the email, it says something about Claire, and Claire is her old friend from university. So she opens it, and it turns out there's going to be a hen night, which I guess in the UK means like where all the kind of guests of the wedding, or female guests of the wedding and bridesmaids or whatever, get together before a wedding with the bride and that kind of thing. And it's going to be in the woods, so in the dark woods, and she doesn't want to go, but another old friend of hers says that if Nora goes, then she'll go. And they make a pact that they'll both go, and she sees in the email that there was 12 recipients of the email, which means 12 people were invited, but only 6 people, including Claire, Flo, Nora, and her other friend from university, are going. So basically only 5 plus Claire, bride. So Claire, Nora, and 4 other people. And when she gets there, Flo seems really weird, and Claire, her old friend, isn't there yet. And it's down a really dark, muddy road. It's sketchy already. And they do a few get to know each other questions and games in the living room. And there's a man named Tom who is gay, and which Nora assumes, but she finds out that he actually is. And he's married to a guy whom Claire knows both of them, and he works with plays, and Claire doesn't show up till later, and Nora decides to go for a run because she likes to run like every day, and Flo tells her what path to take, and while she's running, she gets tired, which is kind of unusual, I guess, and it gets dark, but luckily Flo had given her a headlamp, and she sees a car coming, so she hides. I mean, a car coming at you from the middle of nowhere in the woods, and it's actually Claire, so Claire tells her to get in, and they drive to the house, and Nora tells her that she doesn't want to be called Lee anymore, because that's what she was called in university, and now she wants to be called Nora, and they finally get to the house, and that's where I stopped reading. And a little bit about the writer. It says, Ruth Ware lives in London and has worked as a waitress, bookseller, teacher of English as a foreign language, and most recently a book publicist. And Dark Wood is her debut novel. And yeah. The jacket design is by Alan Dingman, jacket art by Shutterstock, and author photograph by Nick Tucker. And it was just printed in 2015, so it's very, very new. It just came out recently. And it was the Reader's Pick 25% off Canadian cover at my local Kohl's. And I can't wait to keep reading this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to read it at night or not yet, because it is really scary. Probably just have to sleep with the lights on. And if you watched my channel before, hello if you're new, but if you watched my channel before, you may know that I was reading The Light Between Oceans by R.L. Stedman, or L.M., something like that, Stedman, and I got halfway through it, but it seems so slow right now, I just can't get through it, so I'm going to read this right now, and then I'll try to get back to the other book maybe later on in the year, or in the winter maybe, and that's all for this video. Right now, if I had to rate it, it'd be like a 4.5 or 4 out of 5. Just because it is starting off a bit slow, but they just got to the woods, so it's okay. But everything else about it is great. And I can't wait to keep reading it, and I'll keep you updated. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.